Hello and welcome to my November favourites video. I've got quite a lot of favourites to get through, so I'm just going to go straight in. For skincare this month, I'm going back to an old favourite, and it's a cleansing balm, and it's the Hardie Amazing Face Moringa Cleansing Balm. I used it actually a little bit in Japan and also in the last month, and I absolutely love it. It's a real cult beauty favourite amongst beauty bloggers online, and it's very well regarded. And it's a cleansing balm which you may or may not be familiar with, which is a thick kind of solid consistency. And what happens is you scoop a little bit out. In fact, you hardly need any of this at all. You need, what they recommend is a 5p sized blob of cleansing balm, and you warm it up in your hands, and then you massage it into your face, into your eye area, removing all your makeup, and it melts into the skin absolutely beautifully. And then once you've done that, you rinse out a cloth which they provide you with, which is a beautiful flannel cloth which has a lovely soft cotton side, and then has a sort of microfibery kind of more exfoliating side on the back. So when you would use this, you'd rinse this cloth out with warm water, squeeze out the excess water, and then softly remove your makeup and the balm. And it's incredible, it gets every single scratch of makeup off, and it even gets off really stubborn eye makeup as well. And then on the back, as I was saying, it's got more of an exfoliating side, so that's really great for getting into sort of around your nose and T-zone, anywhere that you might want to kind of buff up and exfoliate a bit. Together these two products work really beautifully, and I couldn't recommend this highly enough, because not only is it great for a dry skin because it's very hydrating, it's actually really good for a combination skin as well, as it's got balancing oils which help purify your skin as well, minimise pores. So it's good for all skin types, but particularly great at this time of the year because it's winter. As it's a balm cleanser, it doesn't strip your skin at all. It's very nourishing. When you've removed your makeup, your skin feels fresh and clean, but it feels soft and plump as well. So it's a really lovely experience for cleansing your face. It's quite luxurious, it's quite an expensive product. It's £38 for 100 grams, but if you're careful with it, you can make it last a really long time, and you can even use it as a face mask. If you've got clean skin, you can apply it lightly over your face, leave it on for 10 minutes, and it's a very hydrating face mask. It's a really great present actually, and there's little gift sized pots of this available. I've seen them in M&S in little pretty triangular gold container, and that comes with a cloth as well. The next sort of skincare product that I've really enjoyed using this month is a lip balm, and it's the Dr. Organic's Organic Virgin Coconut Oil Lip Serum. Now this I've absolutely raved about already in my blogging experience so far in the last 6 months. I've actually done a full post on this, which I'll link below in the information bar. This is a really great product if you've got super dry, cracked, really unhappy, winter weathered lips, because it's so nourishing, it's so moisturising, and it's a really great product, particularly to use overnight as like a treatment. So I love using this before I go to sleep, and once I've applied it in the morning, my lips feel so nourished. You can still feel the oil, the richness. It's got shea butter, vitamin E, and the coconut oil in it, as well as a few other ingredients. But you need hardly any of this product at all. Like a teeny amount is enough, and it will last a long time on your lips as well. So it's a really lovely lip product, particularly for winter, and it's £4.49 from Holland and Barrett, or you can buy it online as well from their website as well. So really great product, particularly for winter. Another product I've really been loving using this month is a bath and body oil, and it's from Burt's Bees, and it's their lemon and vitamin E bath and body oil. This is beautiful. I absolutely love this. Now I've used it on and off throughout the year, but I've really enjoyed using it in the last month. I'm actually starting to sort of run out of it now. And this is so indulgent, it's so luxurious. The smell is so beautiful. It's so lemony, but it's not lemony in a way that a sort of cleaning product might be very sharp. It's a very soft, balmy sort of lemony smell, and that's because it's combined also with sweet almond oil as well, and it's got a very concentrated amount of these plant-based oils, so it's very natural, and it's very lovely to use in the bath and also directly onto your skin. Now I've mostly been using it directly on the skin, but I have used it in the bath as well, and it's a really lovely treat bath product that you can use to get really indulged in the senses. The smell is beautiful, and your skin feels so soft and so nourished when you get out of the bath when you've used this. And then if you followed it up again with the oil on top, my goodness, your skin would be magnificent. Well, it's quite expensive, but at the moment there's lots of offers on, particularly in Boots, 3 for 2, all that sort of thing. So if you're buying Christmas presents at the moment, or you want to treat yourself and you want to get a few things from Burt's Bees, their lip balm's obviously really lovely as well. You could sort of tie that up to get yourself a better deal. For makeup this month, I've really been enjoying using a nude pink lipstick, which is a colour that I don't normally wear very much at all. And it's a L'Oreal lipstick. It's the collection exclusive Colour Riche Naomi's Delicate Rose, and each lipstick has been designed for a specific spokeswoman. So there's Blake Lively, there's Eva Longoria, and this one is for Naomi Watts. And I really like this colour because I think it's really great if you're looking for a nude pink, but you don't want to go so pale that you sort of have no lips at all, because obviously nude pink colours, nude lipsticks in general, are quite hard to get right. You really need to sort of know your own skin colouring and know what suits your skin, because a lot of them will not suit everyone, which is what's great about this range, because there's so many different shades in the range. Now the texture is really lovely. It's a matte velvet finish, so although it has that sort of smoothing matte sort of nude quality to it, it's not completely dry. I've really found this lipstick very comfortable to wear. It's got a lovely colour, I think. It's sort of a soft pinky delicate rose as it's described, but it's sort of more on the pale side, more on the nude side. So I particularly like wearing it on its own, or if you want to give it a little bit more punch, you can use a little bit of a rose lip liner. Another drugstore brand makeup product for me this month has been a eyeshadow palette, which is quite unusual for me because I'm not really into buying palettes, and it's a Revlon one, and this one is the Revlon Colour Stay Quad, which is in the selection which is called Siren, which is 525. Now this is a sort of grey kind of silvery collection of colours which have obviously been designed to all go together, and I'm normally more for sort of fleshy peachy colours and browny colours, as those are ones I tend to use a lot of. I wear them on stage, I find them really soft and wearable, but I think for winter you can push the boundaries a little bit more and go a little bit more smoky, a little bit darker, and I've actually got them on today. Now I've actually got this shade here, which if you hold it the other way around would be the top right hand shade. It's sort of a silvery kind of grey colour, and then I've used that, and then on sort of the wash of the eyelid, and then on top of that I've used this sort of more highlighting shade, which is a bit more of a silvery colour. And then this one down here, this more sort of carbony grey kind of colour, I've used more for an eyeliner, which I've used sort of along the lash line and a little bit into the corner of the crease. So I found that actually the whole lot you could use together, or one or two shades you can use together, or it can, you know, team up with other eyeshadows from different brands as well. I found it a really good sort of quad to try out, and I think for the price, which is $7.99, I think it's a really good value eyeshadow quad, and again would make a really great gift and really inexpensive for someone who maybe doesn't own that many eyeshadows, or you think would suit a more sort of smoky dark eye look. This is great for sort of parties and more sort of festive wear, and Revlon make really great quality eyeshadows, long lasting, smudge free, crease free, and a really great quality product for a really good price. Now for something a little bit more high end, it's from Dolce & Gabbana's makeup line, which is only available actually in Harrods in store, or you can buy it online. I know it's also available from Sephora, and this is the first Dolce & Gabbana product that I've used. I've heard a lot about some of their foundations and some of their eyeshadows, and this is actually a cream eyeshadow, and it is in the shade Stromboli, which is 130, which is their perfect mono cream eyeshadow colour. So it's a single shade and it's a cream colour, and this one is a grey silver metallic cream shade. Now this is a really great colour actually, because not only is it good for use as a cream eyeshadow, it also works really well as an eyeliner. You can use them dry or wet. If you use a brush, you can wet the brush and use it, or you can actually just use it with your fingers and smudge it in. And it's got a really lovely consistency, really great for longevity, not smudging, not creasing, all that sort of thing that we all love in a sort of cream eyeshadow. And again, it would make a really good base if you were going to do a smoky eye on top of, for example, like the look that I've done. It's not a cheap product, it's £25, but because it's very high in pigment, you hardly need any. I mean, it barely looks like I've used it, and I've used it quite a lot this month. The volume of it, which is 4 grams, is going to last you forever, so Again, this could be a nice Christmas present as well, sort of one-off colours. They've got, I think, 12 shades in the line, sort of lovely rich purpley shades and greens. The next two favourites of mine this month have been ones that I bought in Japan last month, which I talked about in my big Japan haul, which I will link below, where I'll also be talking about both of these products. And they are both Japanese brands. They are the Suikyu liquid eyebrow pen and also the Lianani waterproof liquid eyeliner pen as well. Now, I managed to use this one before talking about it in my last video, the Japan haul, and I really loved it, and I've been using it so much this month. I think it's a fantastic product. Such a fine nib on it, really small amount of colour at a time, so you can really build up your eyebrows, make them look super natural. The colour that I got was brown. The other one that was available was moss green, which is really for if you've got black eyebrow hairs. This is quite a universal shade for someone that's got a very fair eyebrow up to someone that's got quite a dark eyebrow like mine. Because it's very soft, you can build it up, so it would even be great for someone that's got very sparse eyebrows that wants to really naturally build up the eyebrow without looking like it's obviously got a lot of makeup on it. It's also oil resistant and it's water resistant as well, so because of that it's really long lasting. Really great product, £20, not cheap, but I think it's worth the money. The other Japanese product that I really loved this month was the Lianani waterproof liquid eyeliner pen. Now, this is the best liquid eyeliner pen that I've used, and I've not used loads of them because I actually quite like the ones that you pop into the pot, like the sort of Revlon ones or the Rimmel Glam Eyes ones, so that you sort of have the brush separate from the rest of the container which holds the liquid eyeliner, and you sort of refill every time that you put the brush back into it. Brush ones that are like this, I've only used the MAC one, which I was sadly really disappointed with because it dried out really quickly. This one is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. It's got a really dark black pigment. It's waterproof. It applies beautifully. It's so smooth. The brush is really fine. You can make a super thin line, or you can make a really thick dramatic line, and it's so easy to use. It's such a shame this is a Japanese brand, but it is available to people in the UK from Amazon, and it is £21.74. Again, not a cheap price, but obviously this is being imported from Japan, so you have to account for that cost as well. For Wellbeing this month, I've been really enjoying eating porridge for breakfast. Now, you may have known from my other videos that I love having eggs in the morning, poached eggs, scrambled eggs, because they're so sustaining, but porridge for me in the winter is really great. I love how comforting it is. Eating porridge is really great for your heart. It lowers bad cholesterol and it lowers high blood pressure as well, and I love having it with fruit. I like to actually buy frozen fruit, and this month I've been really enjoying having frozen raspberries in my porridge, and it's a really great way of getting a fruit into your breakfast, and it makes the porridge really exciting, gives it a slight sweetness but without adding any artificial sugar. It's only natural sugar. So what I do is I put frozen raspberries in the bottom of a bowl first, then I pour on top my plain oats, then I'll add coconut milk or I'll have almond milk, and I will pop that in the microwave, zap it on sort of a medium heat for a couple of minutes, take out, stir again and pop back in, and then when you've finished you've got a really beautiful bright pink, really attractive, exciting fruity porridge breakfast. Now, if that's not enough for you, you can add a little bit of yogurt or chop a banana, and you've got a super exciting, super delicious breakfast that's full of vitamin C and nutrients and antioxidants. Great way to set up your day, particularly in the winter. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, maybe you've put off porridge in the past, have a go with the frozen fruit. It's so much cheaper than buying fresh fruits all the time. They don't go off, they sustain their quality for much longer, and it's really delicious and quite a treat in the morning for breakfast too. So this month I've really been able to see quite different mediums of dance and theatre and styles of shows as well. So at the beginning of the month I was able to go and see the Royal Ballet live at the cinema, which is something that I've never been able to see before. I was a bit dubious at whether I would enjoy it as much as seeing the live performance as an audience member in the theatre, but I have to say it was an extremely brilliant way to watch ballet. And the performance that I saw was a quadruple bill, and you get this lovely little printout program when you arrive at the cinema, so you know exactly what's going on. It's just as you would if you were sat in the audience. At the performance we saw Viscera, Afternoon of a Faun, Tchaikovsky Pas de Deux and Carmen, and the Carmen production, which was the big finale, was Carlos Acosta's own choreography and also his finale performance at the Royal Opera House with the Royal Ballet. So it was a very special performance to have seen, and I thought it was such an amazing way to watch ballet and an incredibly reasonable way to watch the Royal Ballet, which obviously is a very expensive theatre experience, although it is an amazing place to watch ballet, and I've been lucky enough to go and see a few things at the Royal Opera House in the past. I have to say, if you couldn't get there for reasons of travel, expense, whatever, you can see so much when you watch the live streaming, and they make it a really enjoyable experience. They had Fiona Bruce and Darcy Bustle interviewed people that were associated either with the company or the choreographers. There were some pre-recorded interviews as well, which really help enhance your experience of watching the ballet, which actually if you were watching it live you wouldn't actually get. So actually you're getting something extra, which the audience that have paid hundreds of pounds aren't getting. So for the price of a regular cinema ticket, you get an incredible experience. And obviously because they have planned this so beautifully, each shot which is filmed of the ballet is making sure that you don't miss anything. The highlights, the close-up bits, where you get right up and close and personal with dancers, you get the excitement of the drama, and you get to really see the blood, sweat and tears that they're putting into their performance. And I have to say it was an incredible way to watch ballet, and it was just as exciting as watching it live in an auditorium as well. So there's so many different productions. There are Christmas ones. I know Nutcracker is coming up for Christmas and is absolutely live. The performance that you are seeing on your cinema screen is exactly what's going on in the Royal Opera House at exactly the same time. I can't recommend that more. Another performance that I saw this month was a musical, and I watched Sunny Afternoon, which is the Kinks Musical, which is on at the Harold Pinter Theatre in London. And the reason I went was because I've got a lovely friend that's also in the show, and I went to see her in it, but knew that it won Olivier Awards and it's done really, really well. So I was very excited to see it, and it's a completely different concept for a musical because obviously it's a true story. It's a very patriotic British musical, again about sort of life of sort of late 50s, 60s, 70s as the band are growing up and touring, and the highs and lows of success and failure in the music industry and how they sort of grew. There are so many songs that you'll know when you watch the show, like Lola, Waterloo Sunset, Sunny Afternoon itself, You Really Got Me. Such amazing songs that really show a time in history and a time when Brit pop, Brit rock was really huge in the whole world, not just in the UK but in America as well. But it's a really heartwarming story about love and loss and family. Yeah, there's lots of times when you get welled up and really into the show, as well as on your feet and dancing at the end. So it's a really, really fun show for anyone that's into music. If you have a bit of an idea to give someone a Christmas present that's a theatre show, then I really recommend going and seeing Sunny Afternoon, as I think it's a really good all-rounder, great for men, women. There's something in there for everyone. The singing, the music, the acting is absolutely top notch, and you'll really have a great night. So that's it for all my favourites for November. I really hope that you've enjoyed hearing about all my favourite skincare, makeup and dance and theatre favourites for this month. There's lots of things in there again that will be great for Christmas presents, so hopefully I've given you a bit of inspiration for that too. So thanks very much for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram and Twitter to make sure that you don't miss any updates from Dressing Room Diaries.